Hi, thanks for watching. So, do stationary clouds like this one, do they prove that the earth is flat and stationary? Because the alternative is mind-blowing. Because the alternative would mean this cloud that you're watching is travelling in perfect synchrony with the ball, which means in the UK that cloud is travelling at something like 500 miles an hour. Remarkable, right? Or it's flat. Right, so we had a couple of days of brilliant weather up here, and we had very few clouds in the sky for long periods, and then they would just start to appear. So where do clouds come from? What is in the ether that creates clouds? Is there something, you know, like some substance up there we don't know about? Because there's lots of stuff we don't know about. And I'll show you this a bit faster. Right. So let's start at the beginning. And we'll show it like 8 times faster. Right. So what I'm proposing here is this cloud is starting to form up and it's staying in this part of the sky, pretty much. And you'll see it form up, and you'll see it disappear. Right. So the camera's on a tripod, and I ain't touching it. It looks like it's spinning. Like some kind of vortex. But it's staying in that one bit of the sky. And you can see it start to form up and grow at the bottom as it's starting to disappear at the top. So where did it go? Don't talk about water and evaporation and shit like that. That's nonsense. I think some clouds are used as like the delivery system for the water, because the water all gets recycled again and again and again. So I don't know. Right. And I'll speed this up a wee bit. Just a short clip. And you see this cloud's it's not moving. Very slow. And then just vanishes. Right. And like I say, the clouds that did show up were pretty interesting. Right, so this is in real time. And I'll now speed up this clip. I'll do this 8 times as well. Right. So from our perspective, this is drifting south. And that, again, that looks like the top half, that looks like it's turning or something. But how does this all just start growing? What makes that happen? What substance is there? What is it? something up there. And it's helping create clouds. No idea. See, we don't know nothing. That's why we're all so confused. We're fed on lies our whole life. Right, that's drifting south. Right, so what's next? Right. Right, so look at this. These are like, I don't know, make up your mind. But they're not moving. This is in real time. They're just, well, sitting there. Right, so let me speed this up. Right. And we'll watch it a bit faster. But even at the speed, that's 8 times faster. It's still moving incredibly slow. And from my perspective, that's drifting west. And the other ones are drifting south. Right. So what's that all about? Let's speed this up as well. Yeah, there we go. So this is 8 times faster. So these clouds are hardly moving. And that's one of the things, that's one of the clues. I keep saying this, that all the clues are in the sky. And if you look up and see clouds that don't move, how can you think you're spinning? How can you think for a moment? I mean, I know people say that the atmosphere goes with the spin and stuff like that, but if you believe that, you need your head examined. Right. Some weird looking shapes. And we don't need that. Right. Some weird looking shapes. I'll speed that up. Right. 8 times. So this is 8 times faster than normal. And they're still moving incredibly slow. And these are just forming up for nothing. You know, they don't arrive at the horizon or something. They just appear. Pretty much. And they start growing. So what is it that helps make them grow? Again. This is real time. This is, I mean, the clock's ticking. I'll show you. I'll show you. There you go. And they're just, well, they're just sitting there. And growing. And changing shape. So, I'm thinking that anybody that considers for spinning should maybe consider spending some time looking at the sky. Just look up. So this is still in real time. And we'll speed this up now. 4 times faster. Right. It's 4 times faster and it's still, it's hardly moving. So these clouds are almost static. And they're pretty weird. Right, so I'll go this. This just sat in the sky and never moved. Right. Speed this up. This is 4 times faster. So if you never watched this being speeded up, they just look as if they're stationary in the sky. And there's one starting to form up here. So what creates them? Right. Speed this up a bit. It's 4 times faster. So you see the camera's pointing, I'm not moving the camera. And, right, so what else we got? Right. So, yeah. I found something interesting in this clip here. Right. Because while I'm watching the clouds, excuse me, while I'm watching the clouds, I saw something. I saw like a short jet trail. And I thought, well, let's check it out. And as I turned the camera around, the trail stopped. But I managed to capture the plane that made the trail. Right, so here it is. I'll go back a wee bit. So this plane, as I say, it had left a bit of a trail, and it was, well, far enough away in the altitude that you would imagine it would have a trail. It's up there. It's an EasyJet, and it's heading north, and it should, by rights, at that altitude, it should have a trail. And speaking of altitude, that would mean these clouds are really high. Okay. So, as every child's told, dark clouds are rain clouds. That's what we're told. That's the clouds that contain the rain. Right. Have you ever seen clouds change colour? I mean, I don't mean like the rainbow colours you get near sunset. I mean, have you seen dark clouds turn into white clouds? Check this out. So all the clouds that you'll see for the rest of this clip have all been generated from these dark clouds. This is where they all started. From these clouds here, right? They started growing and stuff, but essentially it was the dark clouds, right? This is them here, right? So these are what change. Let me show you. Right. Up there. Right, and again this is in real time. And you can see there's a bit of white cloud there and there. And you'll see more. Much more. Right, and that's changing colour already. So let me speed it up a wee bit. Right. Let's speed it up 8 times. It should be. No, it's not. Oh, it is. Right. So, like I said, this is where the clouds originated, from these dark clouds. Right? And then you'll see them around the edge. They're starting to turn white. And it's like the whole cloud is starting to change colour. Unbelievable. Look, there's white clouds everywhere now. And just minutes ago, this is a big dark cloud. How does that work? Have you ever seen that before? I can tell you, it's a first for me. I mean, we're actually watching this cloud change colour right in front of our eyes. It's changing from a dark cloud to a white cloud. I've never seen that before. But there again, there's a lot of things I've never seen before. So you can see that the clouds that were a moment ago, they were grey, are now white. Right. So what do you think of that then? And this is in real time. So these grey clouds turned white. How does that work then? How does that work? And where did the clouds come from in the first place? And again, this dark cloud will start changing, like around the edge. And the white clouds are starting to form up. And the grey clouds are starting to disappear. And this is drifting, well, kind of north. So these clouds are going all different directions. There's nothing to do with the wind. It's nothing to do with the wind. Right. Which is about 11 o'clock at night. Right. check this out. Again, this is in real time. If you look at the leaves and the trees at the bottom here, you can see them moving. So this is definitely stationary. Now you don't actually see what's going on here when you're watching in real time, but I'll speed it up and show you. Right. Remember earlier with the cloud I said was spinning? Right, well let's watch this 4 times faster. In fact, it was a bit faster than that. Let me do it. Do it 8 times faster, right? To the start. Right. Now, is that spinning or is that spinning? Certainly is. It's certainly not moving anywhere. Right, so for anybody that thinks that clouds are where the rain comes from, I've got a clip I made a year or so ago. Check it out. Right, so here we have the sky full of what we are told are rain clouds. And the only thing that's missing is the rain. So at what time do all the water molecules join hands and jump at the clouds? Because if they're full of water, what keeps the water up in the air? Because the weight, mass and density of the water should bring it tumbling out of the sky, and it ain't happening. So how does that work then? Is it on a timer? Is there something that happens that all of a sudden it just rains? How does it work? So what keeps the water up in the sky if the clouds are full of water? Right, so having looked, I did find some rain, and maybe somebody who's watching this can tell me how it works, because I'm puzzled. I'll show you why. Again, we've got more rain clouds in the sky, and here comes the rain, just like turning on the tap. And I'd like to know what happened to all the water that's apparently in here and round here. Why is it just coming out this one part of this cloud, like emptying a bucket? Well, thanks for watching. Please comment. Wow, that's something else.